Mrs. Weaver, fellow classmates, hello, my name is John Reed, and I'm going to tell you about my first day of basic training. I enlisted into the Army in November of 1992 while still in high school. I graduated high school in May of 1993 and shipped to basic in June of 93. When I got to Fort Sill, Oklahoma and arrived at the reception station in the middle of that day, I was carried to my barracks where I waited on the rest of my basic training group to arrive. After being at a reception station for about 3 or 4 days, we were told that tomorrow we would be leaving reception, headed to basic training. There was a part of me that couldn't wait for that day to begin, but there was a part of me that was scared to death. We woke up the next morning, and around 9 a.m., 4 cattle trailers pulled up. Drill sergeants got out of the back of the cattle buses and started to tell us about what we was about to do. We loaded the buses, and as if nothing exciting was going to happen, about 5 minutes on the bus, the drill sergeant on my cattle trailer spoke. Before that, he hadn't said anything, nothing at all. And at that time, he spoke and he said, not so in these exact words, but he said, "Private, when we cross these railroad tracks, your you-know-what belongs to me." And about that time when he was saying that, you could feel the cattle trailer going across the railroad tracks. Whew. All things changed at that moment, buddy. The next words out of his mouth was, "Get away from me. Close your eyes and look at the floor," except in a real loud, screaming voice. And there was a circle around this guy about 5 foot that nobody was touching. Nobody was standing in. Nobody was doing anything. When the cattle truck stopped and the doors opened, we had about 30 drill sergeants yelling at us, making us do every exercise known to man for no apparent reason. Nothing we done was right. Nothing the guy standing by you was doing was right. Everything you did was wrong. Everything the guy beside you did was wrong. So we got through that day. They call it Shark Attack Day. The day the drill sergeants come out and just eat you up for every little thing you do. About a day or two later, another group came in, and we was on the very top bunk, or the very top floor of the Star Cluster building that we were staying in. So we thought we was going to be cool and go over and watch the next group down below us when they came in, and watch them get chewed out and ate up and screamed at for every little thing they done wrong. Well, while we was all over by the windows focused in, one of the drill sergeants happened to look up and see us. So you can only imagine what happened from then on. In about 30 seconds, our door of our barracks flew open. About 5 drill sergeants ran in screaming and hollering at us and smoked us. Smoking means they made us do push-ups and sit-ups and flutter kicks and overhead arm claps and all that until we were give completely out. And then by that time, everybody was at basic training, and basic training really got started. We did a lot of road marches during my basic training. We did a lot of field exercise trainings during my road march. And around the middle of August, I graduated basic training and then left for Fort Lee, Virginia for my AIT school. I spent 13 weeks at Fort Lee, Virginia, conducting my AIT training, and then around November of that year, I finished AIT and returned home to Arkansas. To me, that's been one of the most memorable things in my life that I've ever done, is basic training and AIT. Thank you.